Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mukesh Tech Hub. In this today's video session, we are going to discuss about the convolutional neural network and the subtopic of that one, the pooling layer. So we need to understand what all are the pooling layers and what is the functionality of the pooling layer and how we can configure, right? So let's get started. So today's topic is pooling layer in CNN. So first of all, we need to go with the definition. What is the pooling layer? So a pooling layer is another building block of a CNN. Its function is to progressively reduce the spatial size of the representation to reduce the amount of parameters and computation in the network. So basically pooling layers are used to reduce the dimensions of the feature map. So guys, here feature maps represents to the matrix that we got after the convolution layer. When we perform the convolutions operations on a layer, or we can see the matrix, then we will get this feature map. The pooling layer summarizes the features present in a region of the feature map generated by a convolution layer. And pooling is required to downsample the detection of feature in feature maps. So guys, we'll see what is that, what is the definition according to this one, and what all are the mathematics behind this one. So basically we have two types of pooling. First one is the max pooling, next one is the average pooling. So we'll see the concept of what is the max pooling. So this is my feature matrix, or I can say this is a matrix which contains the pixel values, and this is a 4 by 4, right? So let me repeat it once again. Instead of calling it 4 by 4, let me call it 4 by 4 by 1, because here I'm particularly talking by one layer, right? So when we will apply the filter on this feature matrix, then we will get a 2 by 2 matrix, right? So here you can see the first 3 to 9. When we will apply a filter on that one, and that is the max pooling. So what it will do, it will identify the maximum value among of them. So 1, 3, 2, 9. What is the maximum is 9. So again channel will shift by 2. Here stride equals to 2, filter equals to 2 by 2, and stride is also 2. So when we will go to the 4, 2, 1, 5, what is the maximum is 5, right? Next is the from the next region maximum is 7, and from the next region maximum is the 4. So this is the max pooling feature where we are capturing only the maximum feature. So this 9 represents to the important feature, like for example, suppose you are detecting the koala eyes or not, or some ear and detection. So it will represent whether this represents to a eye or their thrones or some ears. So this is the meaningful representation. So here hyperparameters are basically what all are the hyperparameters I'm taking, where filter size equals to 2 and stride equals to also 2. But these are the fixed parameters. So once we have defined, we have configured, we can't change it, right? So here directly we can say there is nothing to learn as in perspective of the parameters for the gradient descent, because these are the fixed one. Now let's take one more example. So here this is the 5 by 5 feature matrix, right? So when we will apply a filter 3 by 3 on this one, and we can see according to the formula. So basically this is the formula where we can check the output or resultant matrix when n plus 2p minus f divided by s plus equals to 1, where filter equals to 3 and stride equals to 1. So when we will apply 3 by 3 on that one, then you can see among 1, 3, 2, 2, 9, 1. What is the maximum? 9. Then again this stride will shift by 1. So 3, 2, 1, 9, 1, 1. Again we will get 9, right? And again it will shift by 1, and the maximum will get as 5. So we will compute this entire matrix, and we can see the maximum number of features. Maximum number of features included in this matrix. But guys, as I mentioned, I was talking about the 5 by 5 matrix, okay, or 3 by 3 resultant matrix. But instead of that, I can say like it's a 5 by 5 1 or 3 by 3 1, because I'm talking only a particular layer. But what if we have multiple layers, right? So we can add the multiple layers, and we can call 5 by 5 by 2 or 3 by 3 by 2. So similarly, if I'll add one more layer over this one, then I can say it's a 5 by 2 or 3 by 3 by 2 matrix, right? Now we'll see the what is the average pooling, right? So guys, we have seen in the max pooling. So in max pooling, what was happening? We were taking only the maximum number, right? And we were neglecting all the values. But in max, in the average pooling, what it will do, it will take the average of the number. So this is my 4 by 4 matrix, right? The feature matrix. When we will apply a filter on this one, that is 2 by 2, so what it will do, it will take the average. So 1329 divided by 4, we will get 3.75, and 2111, 5 by 4, we will get 1.25. So similarly we will compute all these pixel values. So in maximum value, in maximum pooling layer, we have seen like we are taking only the maximum value from the region where filter is capturing the values, right? So in that one we were taking only maximum and neglecting all the values, all the pixel values. But in average pooling, what we are doing, we are taking an average of all the pixels instead of neglecting them. So in some scenarios we are taking this average pooling, but most of the time we are using the max pooling feature. So this was the concept, guys, about the pooling layer. So we will see the next layer in the next video. So in my previous video I have discussed about the convolution layer and the convolution operations, where we were doing some edge detection, that is vertical edge detection, how to apply filters, and what is the concept of strides. So anyway, I'm going to put that link of the video in this video description. You can go and check it out before watching this video, so that would be beneficial for you. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Please do share, subscribe and like my videos. Thank you so much, guys.